There's an avalanche effect there. So it really is a double-edged sword. On the one hand, because Master of Puppets blew up on Yang Yang Yang, the streaming, everybody's streaming Master of Puppets, right? Downside of that is these kids go, wait a second. This guy said something I don't like.
That's annoying.
Which I think is, I'm happy anytime somebody discovers something. They went through this with Kate Bush, where all these, who knew there were Kate Bush stands, for God's sake? Like, where have you people been hiding? But they got really mad when the kids got into Kate Bush. And by the way, the kids didn't get into Kate Bush. They got into running up that hill. You listen to any other Kate Bush, you're like, oh, I like running up that hill. I don't want to hear 9-minute songs about witches. I'm not, right? It's too much whispering. They like running up that hill. But you dig in a little bit, and that's fine. So Metallica blows up from Stranger Things, and then a month later, the kids are mad at them. They don't care, obviously. They are, they're uncancelable. Yeah. They're uncancelable.
Everybody's
there are certain institutions and bedrocks in pop culture that you cannot cancel just because you came late to the game. Because people will pat you on the head and call you sweetheart and things like that.
It's okay.
It's okay. Alan, they did a cotton swab of a shark's beehole and found pig DNA in Shark Week.
Well,
you'd probably find all kinds of DNA in a shark's beehole. You're going to find...
now,
I saw Jaws.
We have to ask, how'd it get there? How'd it get there?
Yeah.
Was it from eating a shark, or did a shark get banged by a pig?
I think that's probably unlikely.
I'm going to go with, I don't think that's how it happened. There is a viral video going around of people whale watching, and it's a dead whale, and it explodes.
What?
Yeah, I guess whales do that when they're there for a while, right? Because the gases
inside of
build
them?
up. Yeah, and
This,
as these people were passing by, the the whale just explodes. There's a huge red fountain, and the guts come rising to the surface, and it's pretty wild. I hadn't seen anything like that in a long, long time. I forgot that was even a thing. That when they're out there and they're dead, that they will expand to the point where, they'll explode. And then other animals come through and eat the remains, and aquatic life goes on as it should.
Ooh.
Where did you find it? I can't find it.
They're like, hey, I got it. I filmed it.
I always go to Twitter for this.
That's where I saw it, I think.
I saw it on YouTube, and look at all those guts coming out.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Puke?
Yeah, you might.
I just ate pita bread.
Come over here.
I just ate a pita bread. Is that going to make you puke?
Oh, God. I'm worried.
Exploding whale caught on camera. Oh, no, that's from...
It's all up on its... Oh!
Wait. It gets better.
Oh, my God! This is real?
Yeah.
Oh, my God!
There's all kinds of... There's a lot of exploding whale footage online.
Its head exploded, and then its guts came out of its head!
Is that the one that you saw?
Yeah, that's the one I saw.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to see
There's so much guts.
There's so much guts.
It's still going if you want to come back and watch. Yeah.
Oh, my nose itches.
That's what the intestines... Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I would just go in there by
the way, this is making the rounds again. This is from last fall.
Still.
August 1st, yes.
It's making the rounds.
Oh, that makes me want to puke. Dude, that's so gross. Oh, my God.
It looks fake.
It does look
So
fake.
this is the same video he's watching?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, I'm going to watch it explode again.
How long before you think vultures and stuff come attacking it and sharks? Minutes?
I think it's other sea life that probably zooms in on
I was going
it.
to say, you see the birds flying in the
That's what
background
I'm saying.
already.
They smell
ready
it.
to go.
Pow,
Man, the animal kingdom is a relentless one.
Well, that's what I was telling my daughter, because they were seeing, the pigs. There are parts of the world where pigs don't have any natural predators. So the pygmy hog is very, very small. You can hold it in your hand. And they were endangered for a while, but they're starting to come back a little bit. But I explained to my daughter that, nature is an unforgiving place.
Yeah.
Humans are the only ones walking around. Now, sure, we're all walking around worried that we're going to get shot But we're not worried that we're going to be killed and eaten.
Right.
Right? We're the apex predators. I'm like, every other animal in the world, save maybe lions, cheetahs,
Bears.
are running so that they don't get killed. Because there was a scene, where they talking about the pigs of the Serengeti or whatever. There's a scene where a cheetah's chasing down a zebra, and he goes right into the neck. And my daughter's like, did he eat that zebra? I'm like, yeah, that's what nature is. Mm-hmm. Is you're running to not get eaten and killed.
Well, we're watching that Predator movie, and it's like a Native American tribe, and the girl's out hunting, and she's like trying to catch rabbits with her little, axe. And I said to my boyfriend, I was like, dude, I can't even imagine having to do that. I would starve so quick. You know how hard it must be to catch a rabbit?
Well, not if you were growing up in that time where
I
all you
understand.
did was hunt for food. Yeah.
I get that. You would get
The
good
beginning
at
of that,
it.
the beginning of that movie, it's like the sun's not even up yet, and they walk in and kick her in the head to wake her up, and
Yeah.
she's trudging out to go hunt.
Right.
Because they're like, yeah, let's go
what
get
you do.
food.
You got to feed the whole family. Everyone dies if you don't catch this rabbit.
There's,
Yeah.
You know what
there's
I
a
mean?
series on YouTube that I went down this hole the other day, and it's like early American life, and it's just basically like a cooking channel, but it's the way they would cook things in the 1800s for the most part. There's, you can tell some of the bowls and equipment that she's using look a little more modern than they would, but it's the
As
same
close as
idea.
you
It's
can
close,
get, yeah.
And just everything that went into. I mean, nothing's pre-made.
No.
You're picking everything.
No seasoning.
It's in some of the stuff they have seasoning, but like that stuff's so precious to you.
Yeah.
So like if you spill salt, they're like, I need that salt.
Right.
Yeah. And then also the way they cook, they pull all the coals out onto the floor. Like the whole kitchen is basically part of the fireplace. And that's what would kill more women than anything.
Yeah, just being around burning
coals, and they wear those big dresses,
Black
and
lung.
they catch on fire and die.
Oh, I thought like they're inhaling smoke and it would hurt their
no.
lungs.
No, they would literally catch on fire and
they-
die.
engulfed in flames.
They
Yeah.
couldn't get out of those dresses fast enough. They're all like cinched in there.
That's why they want women to be barefoot and pregnant, so their shoes don't catch fire.
Obviously.
And if they're pregnant, that belly offers some shade for if their shoes do catch on fire.
Oh,
The
shade.
flames don't get
That's
out.
how you put fires out. Shade.
It's like a range hood. Yes, Bill, shade is how you put out fires.
What year did they teach people to stop?
That's
drop,
why
and
there
roll?
are never forest fires, because the tree canopy provides so much shade. What?
What year did they teach people to stop, drop, and roll?
Like, when did that begin?
1943.
I am not sure.
They taught me that in preschool.
Probably whenever Dare started. No, that's drugs.
Yes.
What's the thing? What's the program where they come and they make you go through? Did they make you do this?
Safety
Where, like,
Town.
McGruff, the crime
no,
dog.
They come and they brought
That's
a
Tim McGraw.
Taylor. I can't friggin' talk today.
A trailer.
A trailer, and they like filled it with fake smoke so that way you would know what it was like to be in a fight.
It's
I mean, we
Safety
did have a
Town.
Taylor trailer
That's not
where they showed us
Safety
a cross
Town.
But ours.
Safety Town was when they taught you the rules of the road.
Yes,
and,
but they
like,
also, it was all like a part of the same thing. They were teaching you safety and how to survive in the real world. But they pulled that
Crazy
trailer.
Town is where they taught you to catch butterflies. Is that what you're thinking of?
Yes, that's
sugar,
what it
my
is.
baby.
Okay.
That thing was scary. No, you get into
No,
that
they
trailer.
put you in that trailer
You
and they like
you in a trailer,
figure it out.
and you're like, all right,
There was
there's
never.
fire.
We didn't have the trailer.
You didn't have the trailer?
They
never
put you
did
in
the
a trailer and then set a fire?
They didn't set a real fire, but
They
it was
just go
like
with
It was an
probably
enactment,
fog,
yeah.
right?
fog or
Yeah.
whatever to make you see what it would be like to actually be inside of a burning building and why it was so important to have like a fire escape plan and things like that. They
19
came around and set it up in the parking lot of like elementary schools. They can't still do that kind of stuff, right? Do they?
Why wouldn't they? They have to teach you how. They also had a.
They had drunk goggles they made us put on.
They didn't have drunk goggles. They had a fork in an outlet,
Yeah.
and then they
electrical
had,
fires and
they
stuff.
had something.
We just had
in the
visual
stove.
aids where it's just like poorly drawn pictures
No.
of a smoke in a room or a fork in it. Like it wasn't.
They made us
anything like
go
we
that.
had
through
to
a
enact
trailer
it.
and try to find your way out.
Cecily, me and Mary are from the same generation, pretty much, where we had a lot of the same lessons.
1973 is when Stop, Drop, and Roll started being
The
taught in
National
school.
Commission on Fire Prevention and Control in 1973. If your clothing ignites, roll over and over on the ground or the floor. Running will just fan the flames.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that.
And you can watch TikTok videos and know that.
If I shut them down and open up shop, what is that? How does that work? Will that put out the fire?
Oh.
Get 'em up
no.
style.
You better stop, drop, and roll.
We had the learn not to burn posters in our school. Learn not to burn.
Yeah, they like made us go through it, like everything that they were trying to put a point across. Like, I don't know if they probably did this for you, for like prom weekend, they would have
A
kids
beat up
dress
car.
up like they were dead and had like in a crashed car. I was one of them. They
They-
put like fake blood and you're like laying in the car.
We had something called the convincer at my school. And the convincer was something that would it would put like the front part of a car on an incline. And it would show you what would happen even if you were going 20 miles per hour, but you weren't wearing a seatbelt. Mm-hmm. And this was the purpose of the convincer was to convince you to wear a seatbelt. You guys didn't have the convincer?
No.
No,
Where
I
they
don't know
put
what
you-
that is.
They would drop off a car that was mangled in a car crash and put that out front
it
of
out
our
front.
school and
And
be
then
like,
make-
that happened on prom night.
Right.
Yeah, we
Don't drink and
they
drive.
put us in a thing, and then they would put it up to like a 20-degree grade or whatever, and even at that slight, incline, they'd be like, "Oh, you see how your body lurches forward when you're not wearing your."
Thing was, prom at our school was just so overrated. Like, it wasn't overrated, but like they make prom on TV to make it like this big spectacle, and people are just renting hotel rooms and having fancy cars and just drinking and driving. We didn't have any of that. We didn't have that option. Like, no one was drinking and driving. There weren't really any after parties. No one was old enough to buy a hotel.
Nerd.
Shut up! But like, none of that stuff happened.
Nobody
It was
you were hanging out
Yeah,
with
we-
was doing any of those
Yeah,
things.
we went to France afterwards. I know what you're talking about.
You guys didn't have to lock in at the gym.
No, we did the lock-in thing.
You guys didn't have a
But that's
after prom.
like the nerdy kids like me would do.
Yeah, they were locking
Like,
you in the
yeah.
gym.
We
We
used
don't
to
want
go
you
there.
mingling with the other kids.
And then there
guys able-
was kids that they would go and party and stuff, but I wasn't a party kid in high school.
We had to like they were essentially begging people to buy tickets to prom because our prom was probably about 60 kids. Like, because my graduating class was 98.
Yeah.
So we didn't have a lot. So we had to have a junior and senior prom in order to have like a decent amount of people showing up. So junior year I went, and then senior year I was like, I'm not going to this. Why? I don't even have a date. There's not even no cute boys there.
And a house party's bigger than 60 people.
It was Oberlin was not a big school, so I wasn't even really out. Like, I was just questioning at that
He wasn't
point.
coming out. He wasn't going out. He wasn't getting locked in.
People were questioning.
Nothing. This guy.
I got to take a break. If you want to get a text for anything, 35192. To do that, you can listen wherever you are on the iHeart